Okay. So Scentsy Club is basically a subscription program that Scentsy has set up. So hold on one second. Okay. Goodness, when I spotlight myself, whoo, these edges. Just kidding. So Scentsy Club is a subscription where the customer can choose their frequency. They can choose what items that they want. They can. It's amazing. So a few of the perks that come with it is, one is always get my bar. So whenever Scentsy, like I was talking about earlier, whenever Scentsy has a bar that discontinues, you can add that bar to your Scentsy Club and you can get it forever. Scentsy will make it forever, every 1 month, every 2 months, or quarterly. Another perk about it is after the customer spends $30, they can get 10% off of that order. After they have ordered $60 worth of products, they can get half off of one product. So that one product can be, the highest priced item in the Scentsy Club is like the whiff box, the bricks. So you can get half off of those items. Another thing, one of the perks is they can get access to bricks, which is the pound of wax. You can have cotton cleanups delivered, every 3 months. You can get the limited time offer items. And then one other thing I think a lot of people don't talk about is the Scent of the Month Club. So they can have Scent of the Month delivered to them every month, or you can have your own Scent of the Month Club. So that is basically what the Scentsy Club is. I feel like it's not talked about a lot, or a lot of people don't participate in it. So I'm actually gonna see. So if you can comment if you actually have the Scentsy Club, if you yourself as a consultant have the Scentsy Club, who is a part of the Scentsy Club? I am. Okay. So that's okay. Okay. So I will start by saying that as the consultant, I feel like it's almost like with everything. It's as if I was trying to sell people wax and warmers and I hadn't experienced it myself. I didn't take part of it myself. So I do recommend that all of us, has a part of the Scentsy Club, especially when it comes to always bring back my bar, or always get my bar. So you, as a consultant, you can show that off, like, hey, I have this bar that no one else can get. Or you can sample those bars out to people that no one else can get, to get them excited about, okay, well, I can get that too. So running into it, so why you want the Scentsy Club is because you will develop returning customers. That's a repeat customer every 1, 2, or 3 months. That is like, why wouldn't we want that? It frees up your time. So how many times, or how many people are front loading, who knows that, okay, this month I know for sure I'm gonna have 500 PRV. I know that I'm gonna be active because I have $200 in PRV orders from my customers. That frees up it front loads your PRV so that you already know that you have it. You don't have to worry about that. And especially whenever you become a leader, if you're trying to hit that 500 minimum in order to get paid at title, that is super important that you have that and you're meeting that. And then it frees up time. So your time is valuable. You could spend that time putting it into other things. So those are some of the benefits for you as a consultant. But so some things that you want to do is share items. Like I said earlier, is share items only the club can offer. So like I said, bricks and always get my bar, the 10% off. Outside of this month, there's no normal discount that we don't, we have the clearance section, but that's your way that you can get your discount with Scentsy. So if they're ordering all the time, why not get your bars, 10% off, or get one item half off if you're already going to order from me. So those are the things that you want to share whenever you're talking about the Scentsy Club. Those are those things that you want to share to bring those people in. And sorry about my daughter. So one thing I want to add, what you focus on will grow. So, and that goes for not only the Scentsy Club, but that goes for everything. So you focus on this, and you focus on this, being able to free up your free time, being able to front load your PRV, and think about how if you put your focus in this for a little while, how much better that'll be towards the end. So set the foundation for it now. Start working on building your Scentsy Club. Start working on letting customers know about it, and then it'll be so much beneficial in the long run. So it takes time. It will take time to build up your Scentsy Club, but it's worth it. So I was talking about this earlier. So for me, you can have this however you want, but Scentsy Club will be my VIPs. These are people that are gonna know that because of them ordering from me, this often, they will receive these exclusive things from me. You whenever I start to follow up, I'm going to be following up, like my most attention is going to be to my Scentsy Club VIPs. I'm going to follow up with them first. I'm going to see what they need first. I'm going to, just check up on them first, because to me, like I said earlier, they have decided to come back to me every month, 2 months, or 3 months. And that is actually pretty good. It's, for, especially for direct sales, they don't have to do that. So Scentsy Club, the way that you can see. So before, I'm so glad that Scentsy came out with this, but before you couldn't see, there was no area in your workstation where you could see in one place, okay, this is my Scentsy Club information. There was nowhere for that. So now there, on your workstation, under your orders tab, if you look all the way to the right, it says Scentsy Club. So I'll just go over this really quick. So what it tells you is it updates all the time. It updates pretty regularly. So it will tell you your upcoming Scentsy Club order. So it'll tell you for this month, plus the next 2 months. So it gives you a 3-month window of your Scentsy Club orders. And it'll let you know the processing date for their order. It'll let you know the customer's name, and then the frequency. So it'll let you know if it's monthly, bi-monthly, or quarterly. It'll tell you your club PRV or earned. Monica, I know you're new, so I'm just going to tell you. So PRV, that is personal retail volume. That is pretty much, most times it's like the dollar equivalent. So if something's 30 PRV, then, or $30, then you'll get 30 PRV for it. Only times when it's not is in some cases when, like, if it's a licensed product or a product that, that they want to give us less PRV for, then we won't receive that same amount of PRV. So anyways, it will tell you the amount of PRV that you actually earned from that product for the last month and for the current month. So it's pretty cool. I really love that they added this tab. And then also it'll give you like an overall summary. It'll give you the number of subscribers. It'll give you the number of subscriptions, which can be different. So that's one thing that I love about the Scentsy Club. So um for me myself, I have one for myself. And then I also have one that's delivered quarterly. My quarterly Scentsy Club it's not, it delivers to me, but it's to my local customers who I have in my Scentsy, excuse me, who I have as my Scentsy Club VIPs. So they get their stuff ordered to me, and they'll just come pick it up or I'll drop it off. So as one person can have more than one subscription. If you have more than, if you know, this is good for you guys to know and for your customers to know as well. If you have more than one subscription, um it will charge different shipping. So say for instance, if you have a quarterly and you have a monthly subscription, and it's that third month and your monthly and quarterly are coming out that month, they will ship separately and it will charge you separate shipping. So that's just something to make a note of. And then the last thing that the tab will show you is the Scentsy Club orders that are shipping. So it'll show you that 2 orders are shipping this month, and then 18 are shipping next month. So that's just a little bit about the tab. But what I'm going to share with you guys a little bit later, or I'm not going to share it now. I'm going to post it. You're not going to be able to see it right now because I am on my iPad, but I will, or I can pull it up on here, up on my phone. But it's just an Excel document that you guys can use to track your Scentsy Club as well. So I'm sorry, we had a question. As a consultant, do we sign up when our Scentsy sign up? Oh yes. So yes, you get an email, and thank you, Kia. You get an email whenever your customers sign up for it. It'll let you know, I think the frequency. I'm not sure if it'll let you know the frequency in the email, but you'll also get an email when they cancel. So I had one customer who had her stuff shipped to the wrong place twice. Um, and she canceled because she got mad. So it did let me know whenever she canceled that. So that is a little bit about that tab. Where was I left off. Okay, so like I was saying earlier, I do feel like as a consultant, yes, I feel like we should have be a part of the Scentsy Club ourselves. It's just like with everything else. See you later, Kia. With everything else, you want to experience it. You want to be able to show the things off. If you get things delivered, you want to show that off and show them the benefits that you're actually receiving yourself as a consultant. You want to be able to show those things off. Because one thing that people are going to do, they're going to pay attention not to what you say, but they're going to pay attention to what you do and what you use. So if you're talking about, oh yeah, you can always get your bar, but you're not even keeping your favorites, or they see you're not getting your favorites monthly, or you're not experiencing the 10% off, then or whatever the case. Oh, and for instance, like the bricks, the only way to get the bricks is through the Scentsy Club. So if you yourself can't show those off, um how do they know that you actually have it? Consumers are attracted to what you do and what you use, not just what you say. So posting about the Scentsy Club is just not going to cut it. The things that are gonna cut it is, oh my gosh, just got this Ray Dunn thing, me in the picture, me showing this off, things like that. That's a piece of it. Interacting with, and not just posting, hey, these words, but actually showing them. And that's just like with recruiting. People aren't going to know about it unless you start to talk about it. Just like with parties, people aren't going to know to party with you unless you talk about it. So, and not just talking about it, but showing. After one of my customers has a successful party, I'm showing off their how much stuff they got for free. It's the same thing with the Scentsy Club. You got to show that off and share it with people. So, and that was one of my next notes is Scentsy Club will email you and let you know when someone signs up and leaves. So I really like that feature as well. Um, Another objective is to show them that they can get paid to club. So paid to club, basically this spreadsheet that I have, or the spreadsheet that I'm going to share with you guys, it will show, you will be able to input in how much money they're actually spending with Scentsy. So if over time, over a 3-month or 6-month period of time, if you could share it with someone, hey, you've been, with the Scentsy Club for 8 months, you could have already earned, and you want to give them a percent, the 20% of it, or 25% once they hit certified consultant. You want to share that with them, because what if this person is spending $500 in Scentsy Club orders? Well, they could have already made 20% of that. So you want to share that with them, and let them know you can get paid to club. You can be doing this yourself. I feel like, why haven't I been doing this? Why haven't I been doing this whole time? That's how I feel. Thinking about that. You want people to get paid to club. So, if and that's those are the people who you're looking for. The people that enjoy the product, the people that love the product, those are the ones that you want to join your team. Those are the ones who are going to do well with it, because they already love it themselves. So, oh yeah, and that's one thing too. So if they decide, like, oh, I have these certain things, if they decide to join Scentsy will move their club. So for instance, I think my sister was already receiving the Scentsy Club. She was able to move her entire club once she joined under me. So that's something that they won't have to worry about. Even if it's a always get my bar, they can still get that moved over to them as a consultant, and it'll still be under their club. So they already know they're going to have, their PRV too. One other thing that I wanted to add is making sure that your customers know, as you begin to build your Scentsy Club, that if they do have a bar that is in there that is always get my bar, making sure making sure that they know that there are only a certain amount of time, or I think it's only once in 12 months, that they can skip getting the always get my bar. And that's another thing to add. I meant to add this with the basics about the Scentsy Club, but you can always you can skip. So say you didn't have, the bars in there, there are times where, if you want to, you can skip those months that you don't want to receive a shipment. And then also the other thing is making sure that they know that they have until a certain time. So there's a certain date that Scentsy will message and say, hey, by this time you can make any changes or cancellations. What I like about the Scentsy Club, there is no startup fee, there is no cancellation fee, there's no monthly fee, nothing like that. So that's also something that I'm sharing with customers, because a lot of subscriptions that you get now, it's like, oh, you gotta pay $18.99 a month in order to get this. No, you pay for exactly what you want, plus shipping and tax. That's exactly what you get. So like I said earlier, there was on the Scentsy Club, not the Scentsy Club. The Scentsy Club is now on your workstation, but also there is a form. There is a form that you can use. So I'm going to share this on the page shortly after this, but I'm just going to tell you about each block that's on there, and then why those certain things are useful for you. So the form, it's gonna start with their name. Of course, you want to know their name. It's gonna tell you the club total. So it's going to you're just going to put that information in, how much they're ordering. Now the good part about that is so that you can it figures up how not figures up not that tab, sorry. So the club total is going to let you know how much in product that they are ordering. Now, like I said, the good part about that is because you can look back over a 3 or 6 month time and say, hey, you've spent $500 with me. You could have received this in commission. That's that perfect way to do that. It's going to have PRV tab on there, how often they're actually ordering. And yeah, so and then so the potential commission, make sure that you don't delete that tab, because or make sure that you don't delete any of it, because the document has formulas to where it automatically calculates things for you. So the club total will automatically calculate your potential commission for for that month, bi-monthly or quarterly. So make sure you don't delete those. There's also a block on there for always get my bar. You want to know if they have that. It's going to have a block on there for whiff box, brick, if it was back ordered, the ship date, and then a block for happy mail, VIP mail. So back to the club total, like I said, it's important. So the club total is not only important so you know how much they're ordering, but also so that like, say for instance, they're ordering $28 in products. Well, if they spent two more, you're able to reach out to them and say, hey, if you spend $30, then you can get 10%, you can get 10% off. And if they're at $58, hey, order $2 more in products. Tell them to add on cotton cleanup, something or a scent circle, something that's inexpensive, and they're able to get one thing half off. So make sure that you educate them, and that you also know those kind of things. The more another reason it's good, like I said, is because the more that they're ordering, the more that you're getting paid. And that's a higher push to join. The more that they're ordering, that's an even more of a push. Wow, I'm gonna try to get you to join my team and be buying and earning money for yourself. The PRV, the reason why, or the PRV and the commission, that is there so that you can see the amount. There's going to be a total at the bottom that's going to show you how much PRV total you're going to earn. And then same thing for the club commission. That will be broken down by how much money you'll actually earn. And then that total will be at the bottom as well. The frequency, this is also shown online, but so for instance, how I said I was going to do the Scentsy Club as my VIPs. Well, if you have someone who's ordering quarterly, that can be something that you're adding in their happy mail. Is if you order with me every month, then you'd be able to get boxes like this, or VIP mail like this every month. So that's something that you can include in that's important, because you can include that and push them to order with you more. The always bring back my bar, or always get my bar. The reason why that's important to have on that document is because if they don't have it, then you want to encourage them to, it's good to talk about it, and it's a good way to tell them, hey, if this bar is going away, you can always get this bar if you add it if you add it. So that's that's important that they know. And then that's also a perfect opportunity to let them know about the skipping or canceling their Scentsy Club that they'll lose out on, their bar. So the whiff box, what you can do with that is act like it's an exclusive item. Now, I'm not telling you like to lie and say that they can't get it on the website, which you can, but you can just act like that's an exclusive item. When you get yours, open it up and
Ryan, can you let Gracie in?
um hold on, let me mute. Okay, so talking about that, like, hey, you can, oh yeah, you can say you can get this for $15, because if they spend 60, then they can get that half off. You can also say things like, you can just talk about it, as if you got to join the club to get this amazing box. Like, a lot of people were going crazy last month about, I got these late, so it was kind of like a waste for me. But like you couldn't get this anywhere. You couldn't order this on Scentsy. So the gnome buddy clip, that was of course I couldn't post it because I didn't have it. I did post it, but I didn't have it to show because I was out of town and it got delivered. But you're gonna be like, hey, you can't get this anywhere else except for joining my Scentsy Club, and I can get you this for half off, the whole box for half off. One thing I like to do with the whiff box every time I get it is I like to go, you can either go live or you can post stories, and I like to talk about, oh, this is $40 worth of product that I got for 30. Well, now I can add in there, I got this for $15 in my whiff box, and it's $40 worth of products. So those are those kind of things that you want to share and you want to attract people. I'm about to wrap up here, just a minute. So that's the whiff box. You can also talk about the brick. Some people absolutely love a brick. Like if bricks came in the choice in my favorites, I would never buy a bar. I would never buy the bars. It's equal to 5.5 bars. It's a pound of wax. So and that is something, except for during the holidays when we have the 5 or how many ever holiday bricks, you can't get bricks anywhere else. So encouraging them, and that is an exclusive item, telling them that you can only get this, and them seeing you with bricks, a pound and a half of wax, like I'm never running out of wax kind of thing. That's something that you wanna, yes, they are great for samples. They are amazing for samples. Bricks are what I'm going to use. I'm gonna cut half of half of a brick or half of the piece and give that to my VIPs, starting out, or give them a whole little cube starting out. So letting them know that. There's also, like I said, a back order tab. So as we know, as we should be checking our product status list, or as you see their order information, once it processes, you can look in, and once it ships, if it says that something was back ordered, you can reach out to them and let them know. Like I said, you want to treat your Scentsy Club people like your VIPs. They are very important. So you can reach out to them and let them know, like, hey, this is when you should expect it. So sorry about that, whatever. But you'll already have a date because you have your product status list. And then the ship date. You can have that there so that you can follow up with them and say, hey, Scentsy Club VIP, like, usually don't do this, but your stuff is shipped. It gets to you on this date. Also, be looking for my VIP mail. So they'll be it's twice as happy because they're getting their Scentsy order and they're getting mail from you. And then the VIP tab it's just a little check mark that you can mark off, but this is where you can track to see, okay, this person orders here, I've sent them their stuff. So what I'm going to do is send them once for every month that that an order processes for their Scentsy Club, not every month if you have a quarterly, but every month that your stuff processes, you're gonna get Scentsy mail from me, and it's gonna be like a theme box. So, and what I like, I always try to provide you guys with like the most amount of stuff so you don't have to recreate all of this. The Excel document is already created, and all of the stickers that you can put on the all the signage that you can put on the Scentsy Club, it's already there. So I'll be uploading all of those for you guys. Something that just to talk about a little bit of things that you can add in there. You can theme it based off of the month. Like like you can do a holiday one, you can do a Halloween one, or whatever you want. You want to make, like I said, I've said this so many times, that you want your Scentsy Club people to feel exclusive. You want them to feel like coming to your Scentsy Club is going to be the best thing. You want to give them the bigger samples and show that off. When you're about to ship out Happy Mail, even if it's not for Scentsy Club Happy Mail or for your VIPs, show off your Happy Mail. Show that people ordering from you are getting samples, and even show off the huge samples that people are getting. I can't wait to show them this huge amount of wax that my Scentsy VIPs are getting. Like I said, you want to make them want to join your VIP club because yours is just that amazing. Give them a cotton cleanup, so that they add those kind of things. And you want to provide them with things. So say for instance, they have all wax in their VIP, in their Scentsy Club. You want to branch off and you want to start to give them cleaning products. You don't want to just sample people wax. You want to give them cleaning products, washer whiffs, all the different things you want to sample to people so that they get interest in all the different things that we have. And whenever you're sending them things, you want to send intentional signage. So if there's like a limited time only things, you can put that in there. And what I mean by sending intentional signage, so say for instance, like I said, they don't have a certain thing, or they have they're only signed up quarterly. You want to send something in their box to where they know you can, to bring more to them and for yourself. So to wrap up, if you don't have anyone in your Scentsy Club, or you only have 1, 2, 3 people in your Scentsy Club, I want you to build your Scentsy Club up. I want you to start with having at least $500 in Scentsy Club. In Scentsy Club orders, like, by the 15th, I think most orders process around the 15th of the month right now. 15th of the month, your PRV automatically jumps because you already have $500 in orders, and slowly build that. I'm not slowing up with my Scentsy Club until my goal of $2,500 a month is met with my Scentsy Club. It may not happen fast, but this work that I'm going to put in now is going to get me there. Mark my words, it's going to get me there. And make this your own. And what I'm giving you is suggestions of how people who have worked this and who have done this, who have $3,000, $5,000 in Scentsy Club orders. This is stuff that they're doing exactly how they're doing it. That's working. So, but make it your own. One thing I want you to do, add or take pieces off, but do it in your own way so that you're happy doing it and so that you'll continue doing it. Don't do it this way and you absolutely hate it. You think it's the dumbest thing. Somebody is probably, somebody could be here right now like, this is so stupid. Like, I'm not doing this. And that's okay. Don't do it. But someone is like, you know what? Heck yeah, I'm about to get all the people in my Scentsy Club, or I have Betty, Jonah, and Tiffany who are ordering from me every month already. You start with your family that's supporting you, start with them. And then they have their Scentsy Club, they're already set up. Um, this is meant to be long, you know, this is for the long term. This is for um, you know, just to wrap, sorry, just to go over this again. You're doing Scentsy Club for the long term. It's going to be successful depending on how much you put into it. It will give you more time to focus on certain things, so you can, this time that you take away from trying to build towards your PRV every month, you can have, you can have that time to put into your teams. You can put into that into recruiting. You can put that into your parties, so you don't have to worry about, you know, those other things, plus trying to get PRV. And let me tell you, once you get higher up and you start having a team and you need to put that focus there, it becomes a little bit harder to manage all of these different things, because you have all of these different places that you have to worry about. So knowing you have club orders, it can, if already you're not thinking about it, but it can become like a relief. If anybody goes into the month like, I have no idea how I am going to get $200. I don't have no idea how I'm going to get active. I have no idea how I'm going to get $500 because I want to get paid at title. I have no idea how I'm going to get 2,000 or 2,500 so that I can get annual sales. This is the perfect place to start. Like I said, it's going to take some work in the beginning, but once you get there, it's so worth it. And you want, again, I just want to reiterate, you want to keep people by giving them the best experience. And this is not only with Scentsy Club. Like, I don't want you to forget about your people who order once every 6 months. You want to still treat them amazing, but you want people who are doing this to, you want to give them the best experience so that they keep coming back. They don't want to cancel the Scentsy Club because you're treating them so awesome. So again, I will post the documents for you to look at. And then last thing. So my February challenge, I know this is early. This is early, but I'm giving you time. February challenge is going to be who, if you want to participate in this challenge right now, I need you to screenshot me a picture of where your Scentsy Club is, and the person who's going to win the February challenge is going to be the person who gets their Scentsy Club the furthest. So by February 28th, whoever grows their Scentsy Club from now to the February 28th, the biggest, will get something amazing from me. What did we give out? We gave, was it December that I gave? It was $100 gift card. I don't know. We're gonna give something. We're gonna give something big and something good though. So let me. I'm gonna I'm gonna stop recording now. How do I stop? Okay.